In 2021, the Boston Red Sox announced the first City Connect jerseys for Patriots Day. Since then, in that year, 5 other jerseys were released. Today, there's 28 jerseys, and they're taking over Major League Baseball. Whether you love them or you hate them, maybe it's time to start to understand where each jersey comes from and what their inspirations are.
On the 7th pitch, Harper hits one in the air, left center field, back it goes! Harper, the swing of his life!
Now, the first City Connect jersey was the Dodgers, but because those jerseys have been redone, I'm not going to count the first version. I'm going to go to the second version, but I'm going to do that at the end. First, I'm going to start with the Boston Red Sox. The designers for this jersey had an interesting idea, not including any red in the team who has red in their name. The jerseys are yellow and blue and are a nod to the Boston Marathon, while also being a nod to the city's flag. The 617 is the city's area code, which is a patch seen on the arm sleeves of the jerseys. Miami Marlins City Connect is meant to be an ode to the Cuban population of southern Florida, with the jerseys being inspired by the former minor league team, the Cuban Sugar Kings. The colors are meant to pay an ode to the vibrancy of Latin American baseball and the energy that is in Miami. The logo on the hat is the old Sugar Kings logo, but the MM is added on for the Miami Marlins. The White Sox City Connects obviously represent the South Side, where the White Sox have played for their history. They're also meant to represent the graystone architecture of the city of Chicago and the youth and hip-hop culture in the city. Chicago Cubs jerseys are inspired by the city flag of Chicago, and of course the Wrigley Field on the front is the neighborhood of which Wrigley Field is around, and the font that is used is supposed to be similar to the font used in the Wrigley Field Stadium naming. The D-backs jerseys are meant to pay an homage to Hispanic culture, with serpentines in front of the jersey being the Spanish translation for snakes, the common nickname for the D-backs. The color also used is, of course, the color of the desert, because Arizona is mostly desert. The Giants City Connects are inspired by fog. That's it. Well, also the Golden Gate Bridge. And the vibrant colors are supposed to be meant to show that the city's work hard attitude. But really, it's just fog. The National City Connects are inspired by the cherry blossoms along the tidal basin in Washington, D.C., gifted to the city by Japan. Now, I know these City Connects will be discontinued after the season, as the Nationals plan to bring in new ones next year. So this is the final year of the cherry blossoms. The Astros City Connect uniforms are obviously inspired off of space, as Houston was the head of the America's space race during the 60s and the 70s. And this is obviously an homage to that, as it's a space city across the front, and the font on the jerseys is supposedly space text. These jerseys are meant to represent fountains for the Royals, but there's also a lot of other things here. The KC in the jersey is similar to the city's flag, and the navy blue used is representative of the other teams that used to call the city home, such as the Kansas City Monarchs, Kansas City Athletics, and the Kansas City Packers, along with the powder blue, which is similar to the current Royals colors. The Colorado Rockies uniforms obviously are meant to represent the mountains of Colorado, but they're also very similar to the license plate on most cars in the state. They also have a patch on the side that has 2 black diamonds, meant to represent skiing, which is also very popular in Colorado. The Angel City Connects are representative of the beaches of Southern California, with the font on the front having fishtail flourishes at the ends of them, representing surfboards, which are very popular, of course, in California. The color of the jerseys may also be reminiscent of sand. The Brewers City Connects take the team's nickname and they just put that in the front of the jersey. They also have a grill jersey patch that shows tailgates and fun times during summer. Also, on the hats, which says MKE, there's a hidden 414, the area code for Milwaukee. And the colors are inspired by the People's Flag of Milwaukee and also the old Brewers jerseys. The Padres City Connects are supposed to be a nod to the beaches with its vibrant colors, while also being a nod to its Mexican fans in Baja California, which thus the colors of the jerseys are similar to the Mexican flag.
go. See ya.
Wow, that Aaron Judge home run was massive, which I saw in person, by the way. You know what else would be massive? Subscribing, because I could really help out the channel for more content just like this. These jerseys are basically just throwbacks of the old Hank Aaron jerseys from his home run chase. While there are some different features, such as the A, which basically means Atlanta, but these are basically just the same jerseys. They also have a 715 on the back, how many homers he hit, on the back of the jerseys and the collar. These jerseys are supposed to be a connection between Fort Worth and Dallas. The TX obviously stands for Texas, but on the side there's a jersey patch, which is a Peagle, which is a combination of the Dallas Eagles and the Fort Worth Panthers. The jersey also has a 421 on it, which basically is the date that Texas Rangers started playing in Arlington for the first time. The Mariner City Connects are meant to be a throwback to the years of Seattle baseball. The colors are of course based off the Seattle Pilots, while the trident has been used by the Mariners in the 80s and the 90s, and the black pants is reference to the Negro League Steelheads that used to play in the city. There was also a PNW patch on the side of the jersey, which basically stands for Pacific Northwest, where Seattle is located. These jerseys are meant to be made for the new growth of Cincinnati. The Cincy is obviously the shortened version of the city, but they've also revamped the C logo on the jerseys, and they've kind of switched around the colors, using a black as the base instead of a red or a white. The Oriole City Connect is very tied into the art scene in Baltimore. The font across the front is similar to the Globe Collection and Mitka font. It also, the multicolored in the sleeves of the jerseys is supposed to be reminiscent of the neighborhoods, showing the vibrancy of each neighborhood, while also having a nod to the colorful, vibrant art scene in the city. The motto, "You can't clip these wings," seen in the jersey, is a famous motto written by a Baltimore poet. The PGH in the front of the Pirate City Connects stands for Pittsburgh, while the black and yellow is the city's colors, but it also means the city's shift from the steel industry to a new medicine technology industry. There's also a pattern on the PGH that represents the Roberto Clemente Bridge, the bridge right outside PNC Park. There is also a Three Rivers and an asteroid pattern, the asteroid standing for the famous steel industry in the city, and the Three Rivers pattern meaning the Monongahela, Allegheny, and Ohio River that meet up in the city of Pittsburgh. The first thing we see at the Philly City Connect is the Philly across the front. The Philly is obviously the nickname for the city, but the way it is written is also unique. The font is supposed to be reminiscent of the Declaration of Independence, signed in Philadelphia, and there's a cracked pattern across the front. The colors are reminiscent of the city flag with blue and yellow, while the top is blue because of blue collar attitude that Philadelphia has. There's also the love sign on the sleeve, showing how Philly wears its heart on its sleeve. The Mets jerseys have a big NYC across the front for New York City, while the concrete color is supposed to be because the city's like the concrete jungle. The little purple flares in the sleeves is for the 7 line that connects the city. Also, the Queensboro Bridge is visible on the hat of the jerseys. The Ray City Connect have loud popping colors, another thing to show that Tampa Bay is a loud, vibrant city. It also has on the cap a ray mixed with the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, a bridge that helps show the connection between Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, and more in the area. The Tigers City Connects obviously pay homage to Motor City. They have tire treads and racing stripes and VIN numbers all over them, and the electric blue shows the innovation in the automotive industry as they push towards EVs. These jerseys are inspired by the Guardians statues in the Hope Memorial Bridge, just like much of the team is. The sandstone color and texture is meant to be reminiscent of the statues, while the striping on the sides of the jerseys is supposed to be reminiscent of the 80s and 90s Indian jerseys with the same colors. These jerseys are basically just a remix of the normal Cardinals jerseys, but instead of saying St. Louis, they have the Lou, which is a nickname made famous for the city by St. Louis singer Nelly. They also have a patch inside the jersey, including a fleur-de-lis, one of the symbols of the city, and the Gateway Arch, the most famous monument in the city. The Blue Jays City Connect jerseys are based off the nightlife of Toronto, with vibrant colors and sharp angles, but it also has the Toronto sign on the front of the jersey from Phillips Nathan Square, along with the skyline reflecting off of Lake Ontario. And on the sides of the jerseys, there is striping that is reminiscent of the Toronto City flag. The Twin City Connects are based off the 10,000 Lakes of Minnesota, with the ripple effect in the jerseys showing this with the rippling water across a lake. The designers of the second Dodgers City Connect focused on LA being a city of dreams and dreamers, with the word front across the front supposed to be a reference to the LA Coliseum, where the Dodgers played for the first time moving to Los Angeles. Also, the little funfetti things across the jersey is called the Galaxy of Stars, which is supposed to show the brilliance and diversity of the city. On the caps, there is an LA and a D combined, combining both logos of the Dodgers. Well, we made it. We now understand all of the City Connects that there is. Thank you for watching, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. And if this video gets enough likes and views, I could potentially make a video ranking all of these City Connect jerseys. So thank you for watching.